The series finale was an intense hour filled with both heartbreaking lows and heroic highs, just as fans of 911 Lone Star have come to expect from the first responder circus. At one point, when everything seemed lost, the 126 were just waiting for death in a large group hug, similar to the scene in the Toy Story 3 incinerator, but with actual people. A 5-month time jump after a couple very egregious fake-outs showed that everything is now fine for the 126, and we do mean everyone. Judd becomes the new captain of the station. Jonah is having a great time with Carlos and Papa Bro TK. A moniker we should change right away. Marjan is expecting her first child with Joe. Mateo avoided deportation. And Tommy is cancer-free. Well, we'll talk about Owen later. Showrunner Rashad Rassani tells TV Line, "I really wanted a full-circle feeling with this finale. I gave the show's pilot a lot of thought. Owen and TK came to the 126 because Owen had lung cancer. TK had recently overdosed and nearly died, and the house had experienced this horrible tragedy. They came here to heal themselves and the firehouse, so I reasoned that we should just announce that everyone was healed. The sacrifice made by TK. It seems that TK and Carlos took advantage of the time leap to persuade their social worker that they would be good guardians for young Jonah. Regretfully, this meant that TK had to leave the too risky profession that had previously threatened to prevent this adoption. Regarding TK being a stay-at-home father, Raisani states, it certainly wasn't a quick decision. It was an expression of his love and the sacrifice he was prepared to make in order to become a father. He was willing to sacrifice something he loved deeply in order to adopt Jonah. The historic pregnancy of Marjan, when you consider that Marjan is really the first firefighter in the 911 franchise to become pregnant, it becomes even more significant. It was entertaining enough to see a very pregnant Marjan in the flash future, revealing that she and Joe are having their first child together. Maddie on 911 and Grace on 911 Lone Star were both dispatchers before becoming pregnant. Judd's fate. Since Owen is no longer in charge of the 126, a new captain is required to steer the ship. Judd is the ideal candidate, given his promotion ceremony was one of the series' last moments. Mateo's final stand. Raisani claims it was more crucial for Mateo to find another way to get around the system, even though Nancy could have easily married him and ensured that he could stay in the nation regardless of his DACA status. Tommy's amazing recuperation. Tommy seemed to fade away last week, but he came back to life, or at least from the couch, to assist her city get through its worst moment. Better yet, she is now officially in remission, according to a follow-up visit with her physician in the future. However, is it reasonable to refer to this as a miracle, or is it only the result of contemporary science? We were informed that when people start immunotherapy, this is a common occurrence, Raisani says. Sometimes they have follow-up appointments where they think everything's going well, but suddenly it's like, oh my goodness, these tumors are all huge. The higher calling of Owen. Afterward, there is Owen, with menacing remarks about how strange it feels that he's not here anymore. The show did everything in its power to give us the impression that he didn't survive the nuclear meltdown in the finale. It turns out that he was too busy managing the NYFD from his opulent Manhattan office to attend Judd's promotion ceremony.